I'm Marin, and this is Post-its and Pens. Hello and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. My name is Marin and here you will find a little beauty, a little books, and a little teaching content. So if that sounds like something you might enjoy, I would love for you to subscribe and stick around and join me in my little corner of YouTube. Today's video is going to be my December empties, so let's go ahead and talk some trash, shall we? So as always, I have my empties in this container right here. I'm not going to do this in an organized fashion this time. I'm just going to pull them out from the top and we'll just go in that order. So to start off, I finished up another thing of Nature Made Vitamin C. These are soft gels. I get these from Amazon. I take them to help boost my immune system since I am a teacher. And these are really nice. I don't need to take them with food. They don't make my stomach upset or anything, so I would recommend if you are looking for a vitamin C. Then I have another pack of the Cosrx Acne Pimple Master Patches. As you know, I go through these quite frequently. This was the last pack. I have not yet repurchased, but I've talked about it before. These are my favorite. They stay on nicely, they do what they're supposed to do, and I will continue to repurchase. The next item doesn't look empty, but that's because I'm reusing the container, but I did go through this Galacta 95 Tone Balancing Essence. That is really hard to say, from Cosrx. The bottle looks like this. I have my current toner in there right now because this one has a pump, which I really like. I really enjoyed this toner, and once I finish up the one that I'm currently using, I will probably repurchase this one. It did really nice things for hydrating my skin, and yeah, really enjoyed it. So if you're looking for one, check this one out. We'll stick with skincare because that's the next couple of things on here. So I went through this Clearly Basics Clear Out Retinol plus Azelaic Acid, I guess, serum. It looks like this. This was in a Facebook ad that I saw. I really liked this actually. It seemed to do really nice things for my skin. It helped with breakouts. So I would definitely think about repurchasing this. Right now I am using a retinol from the Inky list because it's nice and inexpensive. So when that one's empty, I'll kind of talk a little bit more about it. But this is a Facebook ad that actually worked out for me. So I would recommend this. Then we have an item from my Project Pan. So if you have not yet checked out my Project Pan finale, I will link that up above. But this is the Dead Sea Mud Mask from Grace and Stella. It just looks like this. It was like a little, not sample size, but mini size, I guess. I got about, I think, 8 uses out of this. So it did what it was supposed to. I don't know that it was like earth-changing, life-changing, but yeah, used it up, so it's gone. Hey, I did go through a, what is this, 9-pack of the Peach Slices Dark Spot Micro Darts. They look like this. They're supposed to help with dark spots. This didn't do anything for me. I used several of them on a single dark spot and I noticed no difference. So can't really say that these work. So as such, would not recommend. Then I used up a little sample pack of the Tata Harper Elixir Vitae Ultimate Wrinkle Solution. Y'all, this thing retails for like $400, so using this made me feel nice and bougie, but there is no way I would ever repurchase this. So it looks like this, but no. $400, $400 plus dollars? You gotta be crazy. Absolutely not. But it was nice to feel that luxury experience, I guess. I did get, I think, 2 uses out of this, but no way would I ever repurchase this. I used up this little travel size of the Pharmacy Green Clean Cleansing Balm. This is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite cleansing balm. If you are not familiar, it just comes in a tub like this, and I love it. It emulsifies really nicely. It removes all of my eye makeup, and I have purchased a full size of this, although I'm giving the, what is it called? Clearly Clean, I think. It's fragrance free. So they have a new one that's fragrance free. That's the one I'm using right now, but highly recommend this one. Will continue to repurchase because it is by far my favorite way to remove my makeup. I also finished up a cleansing oil. This was the Cocoa Kind Facial Cleansing Oil. I got this from Target. I absolutely would not recommend this, y'all. This does not emulsify at all. It did not do a very good job of removing my mascara, and I don't wear waterproof mascara. This was not good. Would not recommend it at all. Stay clear because it was kind of terrible and a struggle to use up. Few more skincare samples that I used up. I used up this Algenist Algae Niacinamide Moisture Veil. I was using this as a moisturizer. I don't know if that's how you're supposed to use it. I actually quite enjoyed this. Would not repurchase it, but it was nice to go ahead and give this one a little try. I've never used anything by Algenist, so this was quite nice, but again, I don't think I would repurchase because my guess is it's kind of expensive. I'm not really into that, but it was nice while it lasted. I also used up this Belief Aqua Balm Brightening Vitamin C Cream. This was another moisturizer sample that I had. I liked this one as well. It sank into my skin nicely, but it's another one that I would not repurchase. I think you can find less expensive moisturizers on the market that would probably do the same thing, but this was nice, so I was happy to use it up. And then I had this Vitamin Fruit Serum from, I think the brand is I'm From. I kind of cut the top off. It looks like this. It says it has 74% sea buckthorn extract from Taebaek Mountain, Korea. So it's a Korean brand. This was fine. I don't know that it, again, was anything amazing, but this was just a vitamin C serum. I am currently finishing one up. Well, it's a brightening serum from Good Molecules, and then I'm going to try out one from the Inky List. Again, I prefer lower price things. I don't know what this sells for, but it was nice to use up, and it was from a brand I'd never heard of, which was also nice. Hey, make that 2 Acne Pimple Master Patches from Cosrx because I just found a second one in this little bin. I've already talked about this, so we're just gonna move right on. The next item is this Glow Recipe Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Sleeping Mask. This was a little sample size. This lasted a super long time. I'd heard from various people that this actually did really nice things for them. It did not for me, so it was nice to try it out to see if it might work, but it ultimately did not, so we're gonna just move along from that. I am using one from, what is it called? Peace Out. It's like a stick formula that has a retinol in it for my nighttime eye cream, so we'll just see. But this one did not really do it for me. I have another thing of the Up and Up Allergy Relief. This is the Target brand for Zyrtec. This is the 40 soft gels, so this is my preferred allergy medicine. I've used the Walgreens brand, the Target brand, and the brand name Zyrtec. They all work the same. This is my go-to allergy med, so will continue to repurchase, have one in my cabinet right now. I used up this hand soap. This I found at a local grocery store. This is the South of France Orange Blossom Honey Hand Wash. It looks like this. This smelled really nice, but I probably wouldn't repurchase. This didn't last terribly long, and I prefer one from Target that I've just been getting. They have a few various different scents, and there's more product for like the same price. So again, this was nice, but won't repurchase. I just had bought this because I had run out and needed something in a pinch, but there are other things out there that I will repurchase instead. I went through a travel size deodorant. This is the Dove Men Care Clean Comfort. I had picked this up at Target before I went to Mexico because I just needed a travel size. This one has just kind of a nice, fresh and clean smell, not too masculine, and it worked fine. I tend to gravitate towards men's deodorants, as you can tell from the other deodorant empty that I have in here. This is the Old Spice Oasis. I love the smell of this. This is vanilla. This used to be called Amber, although they changed the scent slightly, but I really, really like this one. It's really light and lovely, and you can find this at Walgreens, so if you're looking for something, I would highly recommend this one, but I did use this one up as well without any trouble. I used up this container of Gillette Venus Skin Smoothing Exfoliant. So this I got for my underarms because I am very prone to ingrown hairs on my underarm area. This had a really nice texture. It was exfoliating, but it wasn't rough. It was very gentle, and I don't know that it did anything spectacular that like a body scrub wouldn't do. So I have not repurchased this. I'm just kind of doing a little experiment, if you will, with my regular body scrub. And after I use that for a couple of months, I'll kind of see if maybe I want to go back and pick this up. But this did have a very nice texture if you are someone that's looking for like a very gentle exfoliant. This might be the way to go. And it did last me a decent amount of time, so I can't complain. I used up a thing of Crest 3D White Brilliance toothpaste in the Blast flavor. I don't know that it necessarily did anything amazing for whitening my teeth, but I do prefer to have a whitening toothpaste just to kind of help as much as one of them actually can. But this does have a nice flavor. It foams up nicely, left my mouth feeling clean. So that's about all I can expect from a toothpaste. So I would recommend this one for that, maybe not so much for the whitening. I have one lone hair care product. This is the Hydrating Coconut Oil and Shea Butter Hair Oil from Marc Anthony. It looks like this. This came probably in like an Ipsy bag years and years and years ago. I liked this okay, but the spout on it got gummed up constantly. So I would have to run it under hot water, dig it out, clean it out. It got really annoying. There's the slightest bit of product left at the bottom, but I just got sick of cleaning it out and dealing with the fact that it gums up like that. So we're gonna call this one done. I would not repurchase this unless like I had like an emergency, I guess, but it was decent enough to use up. Not something I would recommend or repurchase though. And the last few empties are makeup related. So I have this e.l.f. Oil Control Primer Mist. So this did not do as much as I remember it doing when I used it the first time. This used to do a really good job of controlling the oil in my T-zone, but lately, well actually as I used this one, I just found that it wasn't doing what I remembered it doing. That could be because maybe I've changed my skincare routine. Maybe it was the other primer that I was using, or the setting spray that I was using, which was also from e.l.f. though, so you'd think they'd work okay together. But whatever it was, this did not do what I remember it doing, so I will not be repurchasing this. Yeah, kind of a bummer, but also maybe not, because now I know that I don't need to waste my money on it. Okay, the next item I have is this Urban Decay Lash Freak Mascara. This is not really done, y'all, but this is quite possibly the clumpiest mascara I've ever used. It doesn't help that it's got this very strange brush on it. I did not like this. The brush was kind of a pain. It left it very clumpy. I'd have to brush through. And I did not love the formula. It also smudged really bad on my lower lashes. So this is a no from me. I liked the effect that it gave my top lashes, but the smudging and the clumping and everything else was just not it for me. So I will not be repurchasing this one. This had come, I think, in like a mascara holiday set. So I'm happy to have used this up, but definitely would not recommend or will not be repurchasing. The next item is this Sugar Lip Treatment from Fresh. It just looks like this. I did actually dig this one all the way out, if you can see. So I enjoyed this. The one thing that I don't love about these is that they get very melty. So I keep my makeup in my bathroom because that's where I get ready. And this just, it melted really badly. So I would have to make sure that I only rolled out the slightest amount in order to use it, because otherwise it moved a lot in the container and it just got kind of chunky, like pieces of it would come off. That was not my favorite. I did enjoy the formula. I felt like it moisturized, hydrated my lips, but I will not be repurchasing this just because of this. This is probably the third one of these I've used, and every one of them has done that melty thing. So it's very hot here in the summer too, which doesn't help. So this is just not something I will repurchase, even though I do enjoy it. And if you're curious, this does have SPF 15, but you know, whatever. You can find better things that aren't going to melt in your bathroom, I'm sure. The next item is this Benefit Roller Liner Eyeliner. This is my favorite eyeliner. I have one that I'm currently using right now. This one just got dried out to the point where I couldn't draw nice clean lines with it, so it was time to replace it. But I've gone through several of these. I will continue to repurchase them. They are by far my favorite liquid liners ever. And the last item is another one from my project pan. Now, this is not completely empty, but if you were following that, you'll know that I was working on a handful of shades in my ABH Modern Renaissance palette, and I have officially finished up those handful of shades. So I do have those 5 empty shades. That was what my goal was, to use those 5 shades up because those were my favorite. Now that they are used up, I am going to move this one on out of my collection. I've had this probably since it was released. I don't know when that was, but I've had it a very long time, and I am just not a fan of like these warmer oranges and reds. They don't look very good with my skin tone, so I always had a hard time using them, making them work for me. So it is just time to move this one out. I've replaced it with 2 new palettes, one of which I got for Christmas, one of which I bought myself, with shades that I do prefer, which are more like pinky mauvey shades. So this was very nice while it lasted, while those 5 shades lasted, but I am very ready to move it on out. And that is it. That is all of my December empties for 2021. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more from me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.